All right, I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Already Verified podcast. I'm your host, Mr. J.R. Fogel. And listen, I am not about to I'm not to beat around the bush. We're cutting straight to the chase. There's a lot going on in the news, and some things I just got when 5 minutes ago, legit 5 minutes. So y'all catching my emotions in real time, and I'm just about to get to it. We have a special guest this week. We have Miss Jasmine Tillman that will be checking in, so we just waiting on her to log in. But in the meantime, between time, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Of course, we are live on local app. All right. Shouts out to our major sponsor, which is Local TV, which launches September 1st. So get ready. We have exclusive content. We have some of the dopest creatives in the nation tapping in, and I can't wait till you guys catch wind of a lot of their offerings. So make sure you guys tune in. And also, shouts out to me. Okay, yes, I'm giving myself a high five because my book is now available. All right, How to Love an Entrepreneur Without Losing Your Mind, people. If you're an entrepreneur, you already understand that we are a unique bunch, and it takes a special kind of person to love us. All right, so we need to be able to explain who we are and our subtle nuances to the people who want to enter our lives. So I wrote a book about it, and like to here you go. So if you want a copy of that, just go to local.app and you can go ahead and download that. It's available as an ebook download, so that you get right to it. You know what I'm saying? Got some drills that you can run through, which is everything. So without further ado, we are about to get right into it. All right. I believe our guest has just joined in. Yes. All right. Shouts out to Neil. Shouts out to Rich. What's good, fellas? What's good? What's good? Listen, people. I just want to get into it, and I'll probably bring one of the guys up. All right. President Biden. I don't know really what's going on here. I don't know if we are in Little China. I don't know where they think we are at right now as a country, but wherever we are in a terrible place. All right. This guy, hey, he wants to send another $50 billion over to Ukraine. All right. $50 billion. Send 50 billion American dollars over to Ukraine. Them fools ain't never sent us a dime. Never sent us a dime. But you want to send American dollars over to Ukraine. Now, that's not really the reason why I'm upset tonight. Reason why I'm upset tonight is because not only do you want to send 50 billion, 50 B over to Ukraine to aid in the war, when atrocity just happened over in Maui, and you talking about sending them people $700. Make it make sense. You talking about sending these people $700 American dollars. That can't even get a hotel room in Maui. These people lost everything. Everything, everything. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yes, this is a level of frustration I have not exhibited in a long time, because there's a lot of things going on in our country that are really starting to piss me off, and it's like the veil is starting to be raised, and now we're starting to get a peek behind the curtain, and what you see behind that curtain is getting crazier and crazier every day. It's just more and more BS, man, and I'm just getting frustrated and tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other words for it. I'm frustrated, I'm tired, I'm irritated, and I'm at a point where it's like, yo, like, what the F, man? When you really think about it, these are people, human beings, right? And then it's like, yo, I'm trying to be the conspiracy theorist guy, but I would tell you this. There's no way in HE double hockey six that a brush fire wipes out a whole island in a few hours. Come on, that's just like the towers falling. Come on, man. Like, at some point, the truth just has to kind of like just be like, all right, hey, look, man. Like, we have to stand up. It's getting old. they're trying to run the same plays on us again and again and again, and no one's standing up, nobody saying anything, and everything keeps getting unchecked. This is where we are as a country right now, and at some point, something has to give. Something has to budge. At some point, somebody has to be like, "Yo, bro, like this ain't what's up." At some point, we have to have a sense of checks and balances where it's like, "Yo, wait a minute." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. How did we allow this to go unchecked for so long? But we end up as a country because we keep being so passive about everything and understanding that, yo, like, the realities of all of this is that we are in a bad place as a whole. This ain't just your family. This ain't just their family. This ain't just, listen, we making the worst situation that we've been in as a country look good, right? We are facing financial ruin. We are in a situation where it's like, yo, as a country, the next 3 years are about to be scary as shit, and nobody wants to say anything. Everybody wants to act like shit is still sweet. American dollar is tanking. Come on, man. Come on, like, yo, it's reaching a level of asininery. New word. Look it up. Just created it. Will be in a dictionary. That you have to really understand that, yo, like, yo, they're trying us. Like, has anybody ever tried to play y'all like y'all was stupid? Like, they really like just try to play you like you crazy. Like, yo, like, you know what you saw you didn't see. Like, and you just really like, are you kidding or are you joking? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just saw you do that. Come on, man. Come on, like, this reality that we are in right now is scary as shit. And I can go for the perception or I can really speak on the reality. I would much rather speak to you guys on the reality side of things because the reality side of things is not pretty. It's not pretty at all. It's really like we've allowed this monster to get out of control. We have to take back our own rights. We have to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is truly like supposed to be a democracy, then we have to actively play our role within that democracy. We have to decide enough is enough and make our voices heard because what's going on right now is sad, is horrendous, and it's like, yo, like Maui, like look at the pictures, people. Just Google Maui right now. Google Maui, before and after shots, right? One of the most beautiful places in the world has been reduced to ruins in a matter of hours. I want to say it was a day. I think it was a day. Don't quote me on that, but I believe within a day. And now they're trying to say, oh, it was a hurricane force wind that didn't blow the fire out, but moved the fire over everybody's house. I'll wait. I'll wait. Come on, man. Like, people, man. Like, yo, what? Wow. We see this shit in movies, right? And when we watching the movies, we're sitting there and we're like, yo, like, I know they go get, I know they see this. Yo, I know they're not gonna do the same thing. The girl's gonna fall and then the killer's gonna come up. We see the play unfolding and nobody's saying anything, not realizing this is real time. These things are really happening, people. Like, nobody's making this shit up. I'm not sitting here for my health, like, yo, like, you know what? We need to talk about these things. These are things that are really legit happening in front of us. And nobody's checking it. Nobody's saying shit. everybody's allowing, and I don't give a fuck about Democrat, I don't give a fuck about Republican, because all of them are fucked up at this point. All of them are like, just, we need to just have a damn, I'm not going to say it. That will get me canceled. I know for sure. But read my mind. We need to just reset. If a brush fire needs to break out, it needs to break out in Washington. Because the reality of it is, people, is that like all this shit is broken. We need to go back to the drawing board, and we need to do what's best for our country as a whole. This ain't a black thing. This ain't a white thing. It's a people thing, period. And us as people need to figure this shit out, figure out how to work together for the common good of everybody. Because what's going on right now is bad for everybody. You might think, oh, this race or this party is going to benefit. I tell you what, I guarantee you guys can mark this date that I said it here. If this shit keeps going on, within a year, 2 years max, we will be on the brink of a civil war. Guaranteed. I don't give a damn who goes in office. That might sound like it's tough talk. That might sound like it's extra. But I guarantee, because what's going to happen is they're going to keep pushing. These little things are going to turn into more bigger things and bigger things. The dollar is going to start to crumble. Inflation is going to rise. And then that line between the have and the have-nots is going to start spreading. And as it starts spreading, there's going to be a certain group of people that are going to get tired of being left out. I look at California right now, right? And if y'all see what's going on in California right now, there's a lot of loot going on, right? But there's no riot. These fools are legit taking racks of clothes out of the store, right? Legit. Little white girls trying to stop them. Yeah, okay. We'll see how far you get with that. Imagine that on a large scale where it's your neighbor running into your house like, yo, you got food. I can't afford food. Mad Max. I said this shit years ago. Mad Max is one of my fears. That's one of the scariest movies I believe ever made. Sounds weird until you rewatch the original Mad Max, right? Rewatch the whole series. And you start understanding that they playing in our face. They playing in our face, and they showed it to us the whole way. When people talk like this, oftentimes people try to dismiss it and they say, oh, you crazy. Or they say, oh, this person's being extra. Until all the math starts mathing. Until everything starts adding up. And you start to really put the puzzle pieces together. We can trip out all day. We can, listen, I'm one of those people. I love to laugh, joke. We can have fun. The fellas, y'all know me. We can have fun all day. But when it comes down to certain things, I have a line that I don't cross, because when shit gets serious and I can see the play, it's like, yo, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. We need to chill for a minute. We need to chill for a minute because it's getting too real. This is one of those moments where nothing is funny anymore and it's getting too real. How can you send $50 billion to Ukraine and try to give United States citizens $700? You're trying to give United States citizens $700. Oh, hey, my bad. Your house burned out. Here you go. Tell me where that makes sense at. Tell me where that makes sense at. Make that make sense to me. Like legit, man. Like make that make sense. You're going to give me have you ever been to Hawaii, Maui, any of these islands? Hell, I just came back from Mexico. It was $400 a night. These people lost every fucking thing. These people lost everything. You had people jumping into the ocean. People, I ain't say the lake, I ain't say the pond. They're jumping into the ocean so they don't get burnt alive. And you're going to send them $700? You're going to yo, make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. We can laugh, we can play, we can, you know what I'm saying, we could twerk, we could do all of this extra stuff. But at a certain point, we have to start being serious. And being serious, it is really like what it's going to take for us as a culture to come together and figure out how to move this needle. We need to really, 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 really face some hard truths as a country. This is black, white, blue, green, and understand that none of that shit matters. We're all getting the shit end of the stick. These old people that's in office right now need to go. We need some fresh, young blood in there that know how to work the system, that understand business. The United States is a big business, period. All of this shit is big business. But you got people in there who are just, they're money hungry, not understanding that, yo, you keep fucking with us, your money ain't gonna be worth nothing in the long run, no way. This is reality. These kids, they not playing. Seriously. Like, if you look at this generation of children, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and by children, I mean, like, I guess I'm an old dude now. But by children, I mean the 20s, 20 somethings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and younger, they going forward. They not gonna not have whatever that they want, right? Even if they gotta go through you to get it. So understand what that really looks like on a broad scale, because the reality of all of that shit is it affects us all. It don't just affect the black community. It don't just affect the white community. Because if you got it and I want it, I'm going to get it because I need it. And if we get to that point, throw it all out the window. Throw it all out the window. Nothing really matters after that. Nothing really matters after that. These are hard truths that we have in the country, because right now everything is about to go to shit. Yo, where do we even get $50 billion from? And we talk about that. Where do we get 50 billion in anybody? Last time I checked, the US debt is trillions. like we just keep, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just really like saying, like, none of this shit makes sense. But we keep allowing them to just do this. And by them, I mean these old bureaucrats that are in office that we just refuse to get rid of. We just refuse to get rid of them. But we're working on something. We're working on something. Listen, I didn't come to play no games. Period, point blank. Period. Y'all gonna get sick of me. Y'all gonna get sick of me. It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on right now. I remember when the national debt was like $3 trillion. I believe this was during Bush 1. And we thought that was just like some crazy number, right? Come on. We have to do better as people. Because if we don't stand together as people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and understand that it's not about just black and white, yo. It's not about that no more. everything is affecting everybody. But if we keep allowing it to divide us, and then you know what I'm saying, like they just keep doing it, then it's like, yo, come on, man. You're going to send 50 billion to some people that we don't know as from nowhere, right? For some political. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm back. I'm back, people. They can't cancel me like that. This my shit. All right, cool. Listen, people. I say all of that to say that I don't know what happened right there. I think I got a little too frisky. You know, I own the app. I don't own the internet. But but that was funny. All right, guys, listen. The reality to all of this, and to make my point and bring my point home, is understanding that as a whole, what happens to one of us is happening to all of us. And we, as people, need to put our differences to the side and really understand that, yo, like it's in all of our best interest to work together, right? We can agree to disagree on certain things, but the things that we need to agree on, we need to really like, yo, like work together to push forward because it's getting ugly out there for all of us. And I pray that, you know what I'm saying, like we find some type of common ground to make all of this shit, you know what I'm saying, like work cohesively. It's ugly. It's ugly. These are hard truths that we all have to face and that we may not want to discuss, but we really have to have those hard, ugly conversations and really understand that, yo, like, you know what? I may not like you as a person, right? But as a human, I can put my personal feelings aside for what's best for business. And that's what I pray comes out of this moment in time, right? Sometimes for us to come together, everything is burned down. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that we're witnessing that burn down in real time. Because yo, if we don't, it's ugly, and it's already ugly. So You know what I'm saying? That's that on that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's been my rant. People, each one teach one. We just got to do better. We in a space where we have to do better and we have to figure it out because ain't nobody gonna come to save us. Ain't nobody gonna come to offer us a hug because you see all they trying to do is give us $700 to rebuild our lives. That's cold blooded. So if y'all like to get on a live, come on, man. Go ahead, request to join. You know, I always get some positive words from my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Justin. You know what I'm saying? Jay Roberts for the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Got a player fly out here. Oh, look who's home!
Hey, man. I do have a home.
Oh, all right.
I told you I'd be at home. I told you.
Man, hey, what's good, fellas? What's good, man?
What's good? What's good?
Man, cold chilling,
man.
bro.
You got a good rant going.
Hey, listen, the reality, man, is like it's ugly out here for a lot of people. And what people don't really understand is that we allow these subtle nuances and differences that we got amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying, to really like overshadow the bigger picture. These people lost every fucking thing. Like nobody's realizing that. Nobody is saying, yo, like, damn, your house is gone, my nigga. Like
$700 shipping the money overseas.
$700.
Like, yeah.
Now,
wow.
Okay. So
wait,
real quick.
Now,
y'all can hear me?
Wait. Watch this. Now, if I was driving your car and I'm somebody, right? And I bend your bumper.
Right.
And I bring your car back, and I'm like, hey man, my bad. Here's $100. Figure it out.
That don't even cover your deductible.
Yo.
Hey, for real.
That's where it's like that's the equivalent. And that's what I'm like, yo, like you want to send these people we've never met, we don't know, we don't owe. They have none of our debt. Why are we sending them $50 billion? Don't we need nigga, if I was listen, if I was China, nigga, you sending who? What? How much money you owe me?
Right. Hey, somebody owe you some money and you see him on Instagram kicking it, throwing ones at the class. Hey, you owe me a couple dollars.
Wait a minute.
You know, where his location at? Let me see where he at. Oh, okay.
When we get paid. Make it make sense, man. Yeah. Like seriously, like
I got friends that have family that's there and showing like I've seen a little personal video. I'm like, I just don't. You were saying it earlier, dog. Like, I get that the winds is high and fire is something else, but it just doesn't seem right. But I you know,
for the first time
to not send them no hate.
First time in world history,
right?
Hurricane gust wind
with no hurricane.
With no hurricane shows up.
Yeah, but
wait, when's the last time you blew? You took a match, right? And you went,
and it jumped,
and that bitch didn't go out.
And it jumped. Yeah,
it didn't go out. Look, it didn't go out because it was a trick candle.
Right. It just threw the flame.
It was a trick candle. So you just threw it. It was out. Then it relit itself.
But okay.
There you go.
But okay. But I love these conversations because I agree. This is nuts. But I always question the other side, right? Like, so what would be the end game of wiping out Maui? Like, what do
There is
you
no
gain
end game.
from that?
Hey,
There is
okay,
no end game.
so if you asking me to really like kind of like I don't think it's, but I don't think I see this the thing, right?
Mm.
Real estate.
Yeah, I mean, restarting over again. Somebody's gonna be a new
But-
developer's gonna come in. Yeah,
But even so,
Hold
it's
on,
not.
hold
It's
on.
only like $1 billion worth of land. Like legit, if you really want to parcel everything up, 3 billion. Okay, cool.
3.
Whatever. Elon Musk could buy Maui, nigga. Like, it's like yo, like
yeah, pretty much.
you see what I'm saying? So it's not like a crazy amount that would be benefited from it. To me, it sounds like a situation where it's like, yo, we need to test this shit somewhere, and like, hey, I'm not saying press
how
the
you don't
button.
get help fast enough.
Okay,
I don't get none
real
of that.
quick.
I don't get none of it.
And
Okay, real
quick. Real quick. And I just saw a video where this girl is there and she's saying, yo, like what they're not telling y'all is that A, for whatever reason, all the schools were closed that day. B, all the water was turned off on the whole island. Mm-hmm. So nobody was able to put out like little fires with a hose or anything. So what the fuck is really going on here? If you really like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? And once again, this is speculation, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like, what is really going on here? What? But to Nell's point, what's the end play? Because once you add up the insurance claims and all of this shit, whoa, wait a minute, insurance don't cover natural disasters.
Okay, here's the thing with that. It's not about the citizen. You just stated earlier, we are $31 trillion in debt. Actually, 32. Right? When they made the agreement during the Memorial Day weekend, June 1st, they started printing money again. By January 19th, we was broke as a country. Okay? So how do let's take what the government doing and put it into everyday life. All right? You got a car. You owe money on that car. What are you going to do with that car when the repo man looking for your car?
Put it in the garage.
Bingo. But if it's insured, and you're not upside down on your thing, what are you going to do to that car? All right, then. Don't say it. Don't say it because we lie. What are you going to do to your car? All right? You see where I'm going?
I'm with you.
$31 trillion in debt. We just started printing money. Thousands of dollars a day again. That's how you get to your 50 billion. But in actuality, like I spoke to you, broke it down to you yesterday, that's just a piece of paper. It's a promissory note. How we pay our citizens is different from how we pay our alliances. All right? We look at our citizens as liability. Let's look at a balance sheet. Let's look at a cash flow statement. You got your liabilities, you got your assets. All right? When you're running a company, what do you think your payroll expense is going to be on the assets or the liability side?
Liability, ain't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you look at your citizens the same way you look at your cash flow statement as
liability.
A liability.
Wow.
So giving them 700 is like giving them a severance. It's no different. So when you're looking at the asset side, you got Ukraine. What Ukraine has that America needs?
Some kind of resource.
Corn. We need those resources. I can't get these resources from my citizens. All I can get from them is labor. Understand this. The word economy, real quick, the word economy does not mean the goods and services of trade for currency aspect. The word economy actually means poor and lack. Look up the root word economy, IA. not why. It means poor and lack. A strong economy is when you have more poor people than you have people that's working. When we had a stable economy is when they was laying people off. Do the math. Fact check. Come on.
That's crazy.
So you understand now. You have an understanding of why they treating Maui the way that they treating them, and we just sunk $50 billion to a conflict.
Hey, you want to know something crazy? When you said that shit, it made all the sense in the world. Because like, who's not really offering us anything? Who's doing the least amount of anything for us right now? I can't think of nothing that they do in Maui.
Bananas.
Reason that they're just a tourist attraction. Yeah. You can always create another tourist attraction.
Yeah, I guess for the most part, it really isn't much going on in Maui.
Let's get more personal.
But I mean, that's just not fair to say. Like, for
look,
real.
Rob,
I mean,
now, let's get more personal. Who mostly live in Maui?
Oh, you see what I said? Brown folk. Yeah. That's what I put in the chat earlier. Like, they
who is considered expendable in America? Boom. Yeah. We are looking at, y'all can fact check me on this. And I'm not trying to make it about race, but let's be real. 48% of America is Caucasian. That number been dwindling down since 2001. Okay? It's down to 48%. It's projected to be 38% come the next consensus. They will no longer be the majority. Samoan, Mexicans, Hispanics, Blacks, we will now be the majority.
Crazy.
So to make that number even as much as possible, natural disasters occur every day. You're not there. You're only getting what we report. We own media.
It sound like the government just went damn. People die every day, B, on us. Like, wow.
People die every day, B.
Fact check me. Serious. Fact check me. Look it up.
Damn. People die every day, B. Like, whoo.
And that's tough because it's like, man, come on. We are citizens, yo. Like,
yeah.
We're not just like, this ain't a third world country. And this, once again, like, I stand by this point, right? The difference between us, Africans, and even people in the UK is we got guns. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, we want to be very democratic about it. But what we can do that other countries can't do is stand up for ourselves and fight for ourselves in a way where it's like, yo, it's lightweight respected because, like, yo, like, A, who are you going to send, right? Because at a certain point, that same soldier that you're trying to send to defend, they family going through the same shit. So it's the realities of all of this comes down to, yo, we have to. You say what? I can't hear nothing.
Can't hear you.
If my nigga was doing sign language.
He had it going too. I was waiting on a little small box in the bottom to open up. Somebody telling us what it all meant.
Hey, he really was meaning what he was saying, though. Hey, you see it cut me on mid-sentence. It was like, yo, like...
And you stopped. Couldn't hear it, but you still stopped.
My nigga was like... like, nigga. Like...
Shut the whole shit down. Shut it down.
Tell me how you really feel, B.
Right.
You tell that nigga, son. But
tell him something.
No, like I say all of this to say, bro, like, you know, we laugh and we joke about where we are as a country, but it's like, man, that shit can get really scary if we allow it to. And I just hope that we figure this shit out sooner than later, because we can't do this shit to us. We need to figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Whoever making these decisions, is like, yo, like they need to be held accountable because
I think this
a
is the only
whole
thing we
fucking
really
island.
can
Did
do,
y'all see
right?
that fucking island, bro? It wasn't a wall
Yeah,
left. Like no
yeah.
walls was left. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And the one picture, I will say this though, the one picture that they showed with like the little laser beam thing, that was from what's the name? That was from a couple years ago when they did the SpaceX launch, and it was like a camera glare. But the realities now is that something crazy happened on that island, and no one is being held accountable. Just like these fucking wildfires that happen every year in Cali and all this little wild.
Well, no, but that's the thing. They be finding the source of these things. That's what's weird to me. Is like, how do you not know the source of this wildfire?
Almost sign language shorty.
Damn,
My nigga.
damn, Rich.
Like, what are you saying, man? Like, I know you mean whatever you saying though. Like,
Hey, whatever he's saying is real. It's real.
it's like damn, bro. Like,
It's cold blooded. Yeah, he
man.
was saying some real shit over there, boy. I tell you.
What happened to him?
Some of the best words ever spoken.
Hey, killing the game. This is like, yo. But nah, man. Like I saw
It's
that shit
sad
like,
though, man. It's really sad because you just think about all the families that are now displaced, and now because really, are you really making money when now the U.S. government has to kind of basically put these people up? Do they not? Like, isn't that what the government is in place to do? So how do
well,
you really make money off of that?
there we go. Okay, cool.
There he
Now,
is. All right, he back.
I
He
would say
back.
this, right? Of course, FEMA is going to do their little thing, but $700 is supposed to handle this whole problem.
Nope. $700 is just okay. I'm gonna severance package again, right? You got a severance package, right? That's just to keep you hush. Now FEMA going to come in, Red Cross is going to come in. Those are basically country write-offs. So when you have your country write-offs, giving another set of money later and not now is going to be a part of now that taxation benefit. Once you understand how the money aspect works in this thing, government will never be held liable. Banks will never be held accountable. Always remember that.
Wow. Okay, I see what you're saying now. So basically, it's a big ass write off.
Absolutely. But
Okay.
it goes to being a part of the debt, to being written off the debt because of disaster aspects. We can't control climate. Yes, we can. We can't control natural disasters to a point that is right. But in the whole economic aspect of it, we can write the whole thing off.
See, but even
write-offs, you got to know this. Here's what happened with write-offs. Your insurance premiums going to go up. Whenever there's a write-off by the government, there's a premium booth on the citizens. Mm-hmm. Why? Because again, in the Federal Reserve Act of 1914, government would be held liable. The banks will never be held accountable. The reason why we ended inflation, because of government. The reason why we are going through this recession is because of banks. The reason why Maui is not getting treated fairly is because of the combination of both.
Cold-blooded. Listen, and to that point though, right? Even with the Red Cross and all of that shit's a whole nother play financially.
Profit.
And then the longer that they stay there, it's like, listen, it's something on Netflix about that. I was watching it. but it's like the longer that they stay there, the longer that they get paid. So it's a play for everybody except for the residents.
To everybody,
except for the people that lost everything. Yeah, that's crazy.
Real quick, to everyone that's listening to this, if you want to start a business, start a nonprofit. You want to start where you want to start your nonprofit in the inner city. Here's why: they give more money to nonprofits in inner cities than they do anywhere else in America.
That's a fact.
Man, listen.
Being in that world now for the past few years, yes, that is absolutely correct. It's just about tapping into whatever the buzzwords are of the season.
Mm-hmm. Bro, like, all of this shit, bro. I just say we need to find a common rallying point that everybody can stand behind and really like push that needle, because ain't nobody standing behind shit, bro. Like everybody's taking what was given. Mm-hmm. And we've been so passive about it that I'm looking around and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
you know, one expenditure right now in the country? Distraction.
What's that?
They spend more distractions than actual business and situations at hand.
Yeah. Listen,
I can see that.
You ain't never lied. Hey, man, I just, bro, like, I try to really pick my words, very carefully when I speak about these things, because I get passionate about it, because I see the bullshit. But then it's like, yo, it becomes so much more frustrating and irritating when you're not the only one that see it, but nobody else is doing anything. It's like, yo, like
they're not gone.
Like that's just like the boat ride shit, right? The boat ride shit was like, it felt like a family reunion at first, right? When I first watched it, it felt like
you froze like an igloo in a snowstorm, boy. So what I'm trying to say was,
hey, the way he froze, hey, that was in the middle of the real. He the mime now. We just go.
See that? Look how karma work.
Just right on back. Yeah, that's instant karma if I ever seen it.
Hold on now.
hey, I'm like,
he should really snap that and make that a meme.
Oh man, hold up! I'm about to screenshot this. As a matter of fact. Oh, he done dropped out. Yeah, he probably on the way back in now.
But you're never going to understand what America is doing because it's America that's doing. At the end of the day, America is a corporation. Just like most of us are unaware that we have $3 to $5 million attached to our Social Security number. You just don't know how to attain it.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard that, and that's the class. I need to be taking more of your classes. I need to know how to start tapping into that kind of stuff.
Mind shift, September 12th, here on Local.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be breaking other things down.
Hey, I ain't never had this many problems. Hey, they on my ass tonight, boy. I don't know what's going on. Hey, my side was moving, but then it was like, y'all froze. I'm like, oh.
No, you froze.
You definitely froze.
They done got me.
You froze in a motherfucker.
Hey, I really meant those next couple words. Hey, because Nell, what happened was Nell stopped blinking, and I'm like, am I frozen or is he frozen?
It was you.
Oh no, you gotta tell he's next.
Yo,
right.
Hey, I had a great damn point too. Oh, so what I was saying before, fucked uply interrupted
Fucked
was,
uply interrupted.
was
Okay.
hey, listen, about the distraction side of it, right? Now we were really distracted by the video that we saw because we saw one black man getting attacked by 5 white people, right?
Okay.
Then the next video we saw was, I call them the young cousins jumping off the boat and kicking some ass, right?
Okay.
And I know I wasn't the only one, but I felt so good that next day. I couldn't really explain why, but it was like the world got lighter.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, some asses has been kicked, and I felt like I was there doing the kicking, right?
Yo,
The whole world order was in sync.
Yes. And it was just like, I'm at the gas station and I was like, happy holidays, sir. The black man turned, happy holidays, sir.
hey man. Hey, look, I never watch fight videos, and my peoples know that. My man that sent it to me, he knows that. So when he sent it to me, I'm like, okay, I got to check this out. And after a while, I was like, oh, I condone this. I don't condone the violence, but I condone the idea of the violence.
Listen,
and the violence.
Now watch this though. I was cool all the way up until I think the 70th something time that I watched it, because it helped me get through that day. It was like, it was a bad business day, but it was like, yo, like, you know what, I was good. And then like after I started to realize something, because more angles started to come out,
right?
And what I started to notice was like, yo, 2 things. Hey, those was the employees that jumped off the boat. The young kid that swam across,
Aqua Bro,
he was an employee.
For real?
So
was he?
When the people jumped off, so the people that jumped off the boat came off the boat last. Everybody else had came off the boat already. So they went to go help their boy. Yo,
yeah, because he was a co-captain. They kept on calling him a security guard, but wasn't he the co-captain of that?
I don't know. I'm talking about the kid. I'm just talking about the kid. So,
oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
So my thing is like, that's like if somebody jump rich and then we all show up. It's like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't care who else is there, but I know him, so I'm getting in your ass because of him.
Right.
So everybody that kicked ass and everybody that has the country feeling good were the last people on the boat that actually worked there, right? 200, 300 people got their happy asses and they were standing on the pier.
Right.
As all of that went down. So the videos that we're watching
was from
the people who walked past the situation. Now everybody witnessed the situation, but the only ones that took action was the last 15 people. So I equate that into where we are right now. Like, are we the people that got off the boat early and now we just looking from the sideline and hoping that it's 15 more people that's gonna show up and address the bullshit? Because I feel like us as a country right now is the niggas that's on the sidelines. We the ones that's the bystanders. It's like, oh. First of all,
I don't appreciate the way you just fucking ruined that whole moment for me. I would like to say you're an asshole, first of all, now making me rethink the whole moment after it being the best black moment of the summer. Now here come your ass.
Sorry, man. Just saying, though.
I didn't even think about it that way.
I'm just saying.
I didn't realize it. I don't think I watched it enough or analyzed it enough. I think I just took the W and kept it moving like everybody else.
And I posted that. I posted that on social media, and you got people. Oh, what you want? Everybody on the boat to jump those white? Why not? Yeah. Listen, I'm from an era where my dad taught me this lesson. He like, listen, I don't condone violence. However, if somebody does you wrong, the only way to right that wrong is to
Meet them where they at.
It's to hey, he meant that shit too.
You in his spot. He in your spot. So I see it. He in your spot where you was in.
I'm in his spot. Yeah.
So he gonna have
Stopping
to step in. I gotta be mindful next time.
Right. Because it's gonna be you stopping and looking like this. Right when he about to say something. You know, the only way you can keep yourself from not dying is like, how? How, damn it?
Come on. You tap your camera.
Right. That's hilarious. Damn. No, but I honestly didn't even think about it that way.
But I get it.
No, I do. I get it. I get it. I mean, it makes sense that they were employees and they went over to help the other employees. Because again, like I said, from what I was understanding, and this is all hearsay shit. I didn't do a whole bunch of research, but I understood that he wasn't. Everybody was calling him a security guard, but apparently he was a co-captain,
Right.
and normally rides the boat. But I don't know. I didn't.
I don't know what he did. I know my brother took that hat.
Oh man. Hey, listen. It just
Sick.
turned into.
You seen the black Michael Phelps swimming in that swamp?
Hey, that was the wildest part about that, man, because it was a Twitter feed that was going on,
He
man.
jumped off the boat, swam in that water,
Over there,
up, and then body slammed somebody. How much energy and adrenaline you got going through your body to do that?
Young people adrenaline, dog, because I got adrenaline these days. I don't have that kind of adrenaline, man. I'm 42, dog. I don't have that kind of adrenaline for a fight. Like to swim and then go over there to fight.
Yeah, I'll be like, give me a minute.
Right. Just
you want some water? I just came out of water. Just give me a minute.
just give me a couple ticks, because I'm gonna whoop y'all ass in a minute, but just give me a couple ticks.
Hey, he didn't miss a beat.
No, it was a wild moment, and it was, you know,
he should have got a scholarship for that bad boy. I don't know why school's not calling him up, offering him money.
Hey, I want to know about the fallout. Like that's what I'm curious about. Like who got arrested? I know the one dude that really got arrested was Unc that went upside old lady's head with the chair. But outside of that, I mean, and he kind of should have got arrested.
Upside their head. So for what?
Yeah, but I wasn't mad at Unc, but
I'm just looking at it from the aspect. I'm getting my ass whooped. I retaliate with a chair. You know, and I actually been in that situation where I've fought a group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that got arrested because I had a belt and a stick in my hand.
Oh, damn.
Hey, if I got hit with a belt in a fight, I'd be so pissed.
Angry.
Hey, you can steal on me, nigga, but you hit me with a belt, nigga? Like,
what are you doing?
I was like, you Zorro me, nigga? Like,
I was like a nigga. Buckles. You know that stick in the ground for real estate and election. Man, I ripped that thing off, and I just started. I took my belt off, and I'm whipping. Whoever get hit with that belt buckle just get hit. Fuck it.
Hey man, I would listen, bro. I would have to find you, like, but hey, the point that I was just trying to make is that in those type of situations, and maybe I'm probably wrong for thinking of it this way, but the only way to right that wrong is to overwrite it. Like, you make an example, like, stop fucking with us. Like, like, you know what? Like, the ass whooping was good, but it could have really been a message sent. Like, yo, you know what? We drowned all of these niggas.
Hey, could you imagine if black folks started doing like people like that? Like we got did? Like,
yo, like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a... All right, so I might get canceled for this one.
They don't say it, because I ain't trying to get canceled. My show ain't started yet.
All right, I won't say it.
That's a good point.
I won't say it, but
Hey,
we don't have an example.
Yo, you want answers after
No,
September 4th? Bam, go ahead, go for it.
all of them.
I'm just saying, like in those situations, we don't have someone to point to and be like, yo, like, damn, that was fucked up. What happened to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because for so many years, it's been fear tactics like that and shit like that been used against us to keep us in check. Yo, you see what happened to Emmett Till? You stay your ass away from the white folks. You don't go, you don't talk to them. You don't do that.
Well, that's the only reason I think it was a win for Black America, really, when you thought about it. It was just like, finally.
And especially in Alabama.
Oh, hell yeah.
Y'all
Listen, it was
in
still
Alabama.
a win. Listen, a win is a win. I'll take that. Right? A win is a win. But there's still a certain point that just says kudos to the last 15 people that secured the win.
Yeah,
Right.
no, real talk.
Because had it not been for them, it would have been, damn, you see what happened to Gregory old ass? Like,
Right.
they had to do him like that. He put the signal in it. He put the signal in the air. Which I'm still trying to figure out, like, nigga, what in the body smurder? What was you fucking thinking? Like, nigga, like, my nigga, but he did. It wasn't like he did the head as a distraction.
No,
He paused. It was like
it was like that was rehearsed, dog.
He did it like it was like a thing, like that we as niggas know.
What time it is?
Shit, the head is in the air. Like, it's time to go. Like,
I'm saying, like he had to stop. Like, did you just hit me? Okay, nigga. Okay. Like, huh? The way he threw it was so intentional.
but there was a like 3-second pause.
Yeah.
That was like, fuck is you doing? Like,
it wasn't even the hat toss. It was the fact that he also left his hands in the air. Just
yes, that's the pause. It was
Like,
like,
it's
nigga,
no.
like,
That was the bad
if you
signal.
don't swing on this motherfucker, because the white dude did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do.
he ran up.
You know,
You took the blow, stopped, took the hat off, threw it up, paused, and then started grab. I'm like, that was some interesting shit. That was
nigga.
Like Michael Phelps. He knew the bad signal.
That's why listen. That's why the dude jumped off the
Yeah.
boat. He said, "Oh shit."
like, here we go. This nigga done threw the hat.
He threw the hat.
Goddamn, Greg. And you know, Greg. I'm just calling him Gregory because he looked like a Gregory.
yeah.
But you know that before that shit happened, he was talking the whole. Man, I wish one of these motherfuckers would.
I
Cause
wish.
you know how white dudes get when they get on the boat. When they get on the boat, oh my god, they all wasted, right? So you know, in his mind, he can put in some work. In his mind, like he's just been waiting for that moment.
Right.
And somebody got to take the L.
And this
Because we didn't see him for the rest of the videos.
Damn. I don't do
Molly-
Gregory like that, man.
Hey, he got mollywop. Listen,
Don't do Gregory like
There
that.
was white folks that randomly walked past and kicked his ass. It was like, God damn. Like it was.
That is-
Hey, that motherfucker when he finally stood up, he had a fucking flip flop with the tongue in it stuck in his ass.
a cry.
Where has this conversation gone?
Hey, it was all type of shit. It was like the dollar store flip flops with the divider. Like, with the
Damn.
yeah, all type of shit. They was kicking the shit out of that motherfucker.
Shit.
And I'm like,
This is
hey,
right.
I'm like, whoa. Like, hey, somebody had to set it off, but god damn, boy, you could have got one punch in. So, but as funny as all of that shit is, it still goes to show that Yo, we got a lot of work to do as a country. Because boy, oh boy, if one fight like that can really unite us, imagine what it looks like if we really like just fucking stand together. That was
that part.
That was really like a show of like real solidarity, where it's like, yo, like, damn, that shit was like, it legit everybody put their differences aside for that day and was like, yo, that was some good shit. It was even white people that was happy to see their asses get kicked.
Oh,
So you know that people getting tired of the bullshit, but it's like, yo, there's still this imaginary wall that divides us and separates us. So we all still got some work to do, but that shit was amazing. We would never know the real reason why he threw that goddamn hat up in the air.
Hey, no, why is he not famous? Like, what? Why is he not on somebody's talk show right now? That's my question.
You know what?
Breakfast Club or something. Why is he not on the Breakfast Club?
Bring him on local.
I know the one dude. I know the chair dude. The chair dude got caught because he did an interview. I think he was on Ricky Smiley or some shit.
Yeah, he was.
And like, yeah, you know, I had to hit the bitch because, you know.
Damn.
He did.
It was like I blacked out a little bit and bam. Next thing you know, it was like WWE. Like, shit went down. It got to happen. Hey, look, insert the SpongeBob thing. 10 minutes later, the man who was wielding the chair, Gregory Brown, is now in police custody, nigga.
Yo, no, hey, that was wild though. It was really. I haven't watched a fight video that intently in years.
But once again, if it's something as simple as that can really like unite us, imagine if we come together for a real cause.
For real, no, real talk.
Right.
Real talk.
The video I saw with the young lady commentating the whole thing with the boom, bow.
Yeah.
Fast.
Oh. Hey, look, the internet has been on fire after that. Like, all the stuff with the chair. Like, if you see the Street Fighter one where they got Ken and Ryu fighting against the chair, like
him with his arm folded, holding a folding chair.
Yeah, man. Hey, I just reposted one that they redid the Friday scene. Instead of Craig pulling out the gun, he pulled out the phone.
Hey, you see when he cocked the chair though? When he was
yeah. I said the internet is undefeated.
Hey, we will never, our creativity will never be capped. But it's like at a certain point, the entertainment.
You know that Good Time picture? I saw that with chairs. The incident taken from the movie with the old guy and what's your boy name from Minister Society? When he had grabbed his gun and the grandpa walked in and was like, What you getting that gun for? That gun gonna make you a man and shit. They had one with the little boy pull out the chair.
Hey, hold on. Hey, look, hey, real quick, hey, Nell, that's when you know that his internet froze up because he missed that whole 30 seconds that you did that same spiel.
It is crazy.
Hey, listen. He had no idea that you legit told that same story.
Say what?
43 seconds ago.
It just didn't freeze. You froze.
Hey, and I had to be the asshole to point it out. Like, yeah, I could have let it go.
No, you couldn't
let it go because we would have did the friendly laugh, but no,
you couldn't.
I'm tired of turning the other cheek.
Now watch it up now. Watch it freeze up. Every time you put that finger up, you freeze up.
Hey, I'm done turning the other cheek in all aspects of life. Like, we call it
Alabama.
Jokes.
Alabama, man, we ain't taking no shit.
Everybody's jokes getting called out.
Right.
Hey, look, man. Hey, listen, y'all. I'm about to wrap this thing up. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, hop in. Shouts out to Jasmine Tillman, who just never joined the live. So, but hey, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this was way better than that could have ever been. because I really needed to get that out of my system. And I want to salute my guys. If you guys do not know who this is, okay? My business partner, you know what I'm saying? Darnell McAdams, that's Mr. Raw Glass. You know what I'm saying? My business partner, Mr. Rich Knowledge. You know, can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me?
Apparently somebody else can't.
Oh, okay. Akila can't. It's okay. It's all right.
This damn app, man.
It's all right.
Listen, the app is fine. You know what I'm saying? I kicked her off the Wi-Fi, and now, you know what I'm saying? Like, now she's pissed off because, you know, everybody, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for this. We got bigger fish in the pan. Listen, but everybody, make sure you guys tune in and follow these guys. We all have a lot of dope things coming up. Nail will be hosting the Living Room Cook-Up, you know what I'm saying, and a cooking show someday, one day, whenever he decides to do it.
Cut it out.
You know, I'm not calling anybody out or anything, but you know, whatever.
Hey.
You know, whenever he decides to do his cooking show would be on local TV. You know, which is funny, but hey, whatever. You know,
Hey, we wrapping this up.
It's September 12th. September 12th, Rich Knowledge drops. You know what I'm saying? Like his show. So it's like, yo, we really getting to it. We getting busy out here in these streets. And we got a lot of dope things coming. We're looking for some key people. So if you think you have, you know what I'm saying, dope talent, something dope to bring to the table, you know what I'm saying, dope skill set, bring it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, tap in because it's showtime, man. Shouts out to Family Fest in Dallas going down. You know what I'm saying? Miss Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Oh, let's go.
Nicole, put us on the VIP list and we'll show up. We need to be on a panel. We need to be somewhere, you know what I'm saying, like prominent. You put us out, we will show up and show out in Dallas. I love Dallas. So
Dallas is a great city. I love Dallas.
Yes. Come on, man. It is time, people, for us to unite and really make some dope things happen. You know, we are tired. Tired, boss. It's time for us to put these dumbass differences to the side and figure out what our common ground really is going to be as a people, so we can get these old fogies out of office and get some new blood in there to help move this country forward. We get more of the same because we got more of the same in the office.
Right.
That's legit where it begins and ends for us. We could talk all this shit. We could have a million podcasts. There could be a million me's speaking the same shit, but if ain't nobody taking no action, we screwed. So with that being said, fellas, thank y'all for joining. We got to figure this shit out.
Yep. That's all, brother.
Peace.